kind of category where, oh, I just study. There's something that I find that I couldn't belong. I don't want to be just a regular A student. So that was me. And then even though I left Vietnam, I go to America, I still carry the exact same habit. It's going party, right? And so many times when I start this business and I had to talk to myself, and this is me after 2 years in the business, okay? So you see this. So if you think that, okay, after the business, you're anyone that kind of still not serious about it, that's me. And the price that you have to pay when you're not serious about the business, that you think this is truly a plan B and you treat it literally like a hobby, it really pays you a hobby. And that's why it cost me 6 years to get my success today. And while I looked at this and I was questioning to myself, is it really worth it to leave all of my youth behind to do something different? Because anybody here like me back then, you kind of have a something called FOMO. You know what it means?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, FOMO, right? So when I first started, I was very young. I was only 18 years old. So when I started this, I thought to myself, I still have a lot of time. I'm still young. Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to be committed? Who here like to have fun? Who here like you say that, oh, I've never really partied before. I'm not 21 yet, so I want to wait until I'm 21. Usually like in America it's really funny. You start to really get alcohol when you're 21, right? And start gamble. I already knew it since I was 16. I already knew about it. In Vietnam, it's funny is that we don't care about rules. We break the rules. And that was me. I was rule breaker. And I think to myself, it's such a waste for me to leave this life and build a business without worrying anything about it. And sometimes when the reason why you kind of feel FOMO, fear missing out, you know what you just did right there. The reason why you feel the fear of missing out is because you go to Instagram. Anybody here, you kind of go on to Instagram or social media, kind of like that. You do,
Mm.
right? Uh-huh. You know what you compare yourself to? You compare yourself into other people's life. And when you look at this, you know who this is? This is my cousins. My cousins. Okay, I used to be the one love fashion a lot. Fashion is that kind of stuff like that. I love brand names and designers, clothing and apparel kind of stuff like that. And my family, we've been shopping with designers, merchandise, the whole life, and go traveling and go raving. When I looked at this, I was like, this business taught me to delay gratification, to do this and that, so that I have to start looking to people's life. Not just this, they don't see anything else. Oh, they go raving, they go party, they go do so many things. And when I looked at this, I felt like silly me, because you know what you've been comparing yourself? You've been comparing the peak life of those people with your darkest time. You see people barely they spend any time to kind of put things on, their internet, and show about how struggle they really are, and how they quit their job. Usually they don't do that. You compare this to the worst time of your life. Nobody see this. So sometimes when I looked at this, I compared myself like, nobody see me traveling long distance, go for business trip under a snowstorm, or eating McDonald's. That time I was so broke. So many people, they got into the wrong idea. Because for me, right, I realized one thing. One of the biggest factor can impact people's life to either make their life better or not is primary and temptation. You cannot hold in your temptation. You looked at people and you fear of missing out. You want to have fun. You want to buy some like Gucci or the or and stuff like that, and you want to go have fun. You want to go outside. You want to go and she kind of like this. Where is that? You kind of like this. And for me, when I looked at this, you know how funny it is back then when I hang around with a lot of people who go to like UC Berkeley or UCLA, and I thought they study very well. They study very hardcore. Actually, I went there, and the only thing I saw was they smoke. They smoke pot. They do a lot of stuff. I don't want to say that, but they go and they go party and they go racing cars and do kind of stuff like they hit on girls and they hit on guys and the all day everyday party and fraternity and sorority. I was in that kind of like social culture sorority and kind of like fraternity, and I was thinking it's so fun. It's hard to miss out. But you know what? When I talk to them, because along the way when I spend my time to be in here, I realize one thing is that do you know what your stuff just compared to? You compare 4 years of college to have fun with 40 years of work. And now you compare 10 years hard work to have 40 years of, heaven, enjoying your life, to have the freedom. And so many people, Americans, especially Americans, right? We're living in America. So we like to have the American ideology is that it's okay. We can live based on the present without worrying about tomorrow. Let me tell you one thing. If you don't worry about the tomorrow, who's going to pay your bills? And you keep looking at whatever people giving it to you like now, I don't know about that. I used to having a lot of fun going outside like this and spend a lot of time, but at the end of the day, I felt empty inside. I felt empty inside because it's a thing where they never on social media they never really show about something valuable. They only show their accomplishment. They never show any impact into my life. You see this, and like people they have that kind of like psychology in their brain that if they see this, you automatically you doubt yourself because that's how human nature are. Human nature, they want to put the other people down so that they can feel better about themselves. That's why they put a bunch of good stuff. They want to flex on social media. And it's just how funny is that they never post anything about they working so hard, their boss yelling at them or getting laid off. Why don't they post about that? They never post anything about that. And you sit here and you compared yourself, you know, and you say that, oh, I want to live a year full of freedom, but you try to fit your habit into the middle class habit. It doesn't work that way. So if you really want to change your life, anybody here want to live high class? If you really want to live high class, you're gonna start to change your way of thinking and your primary influence because why do you compare 10 years of hard work to 40 years of working for somebody else? Why don't you ever compare? Like you see Ali, right? You see Phil Lee, you see Misa now going to Orlando, everything full paid trip. Where you compare that to all the trips you go out and you have to burn all of your pocket? How come you never thought of that? And here it is, you have to think about having fun, And the other thing that I think is partying. You know why people party? You know why? You know why people
It is.
party and like the party friends? I used to be that type because you only need to party when you need to dodge out the fear that you have. You see why the clubs are so crowded for Saturday and Friday, but not Sunday or Monday or whatever. Because Monday to Friday, there's a story, there's a scary movie. They need to call it is Monday morning to Friday is 9 to 5 job. That's a scary movie. And in order for them to forget about that scary movie, they need to enjoy the paradise very short term. It's like anybody here kind of take a pain relief or Tylenol, kind of stuff like that. Never, right? For around 20 minutes and come back, and you have to keep taking it. That's exactly the same thing for partying or having fun. I don't say that you don't have a right to have fun or whatever. We do have fun a lot. You know, we have a lot of videotapes that where we go bowling and we go and we spend time, we do camping, a lot of stuff. But during our those our trips, it's totally different. And you go here every Friday. That's why there's a term called TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Okay, there's no job, there's no more burden, there's no more stress. And that's why you see, you know what? My friends, her mom, about late 20s, and every Friday and Saturday, she left her kid at home just to go party and go clubbing. just because you work so hard from Monday and Friday. You want to be that type of mom, that type of dad. You see it all the time. If you see in the movie, right? They say it all the time. Oh yeah, I can't. I have to watch my kid. And the friends say, bring the kids with you or bring the babysitter to watch it for you to go have fun. What kind of parenting is that? And how can you guarantee that the kids later on going to turn out different from you? And you say, I want to give a best future for my kids. Are you kidding me about that? And you talk about primary influence. There, another thing that I want to tell you is that, I have to change myself a lot. Literally, I have to change myself a lot because back then, I have to switch like automatically. I don't know about you, but for me, I'm willing to switch. You know why that I'm willing to switch? Because how much time are you gonna go out and party and spend those time with primary influence outside? Who's gonna pay those bills for you? Who's gonna take care of your family? If you party with them, and every time you're gonna get this problem. If you don't go party with them, you don't hang out with them, you don't go to drink beers with them, you don't go to kind of like get high with them, they're gonna say, you're not my friend. Then why don't you tell them that you don't pay my bill, you're not my friend? You get what I'm saying? It's just so silly to the point that if they're willing to have you to invite you over, then why don't you ask them, if I go and I drink with you, are you willing to pay for my bills? If you have any other opportunity that better, then show me. And there's one more thing I want to tell you is that, you know, because the thing here is that so many times we let the primary influence us. We're not aware of it. Each and every one of us here, it doesn't matter we want it or not, we always be influenced by something. Either it's some social media, it's news, or it's something because brain of human, it's automatically searching for info, either positive or negative. But for some reason, we're really addicted to negativity and we're addicted to something kind of bad because we know it makes us feel good. And when we do something good, it makes us feel bad. It's like eating salad. I hate eating salad. Every time I eat it, no offense to healthy eating people, like, but it's just me that I don't like salad, even though I know it's good for my health. But every time I eat it, I have to feel the greens in my mouth. It's just weird taste for me. It makes me feel that, oh, this is not gonna fill me up. I'd rather have a burger. I think like that. And it doesn't matter you want it or not, you're gonna be influenced anyway. And human nature, okay? Human nature. This is something that I learned is that you always get that sense of belonging. You desire to belong to some places. And you're gonna keep hanging in that association until you find out there's differences of core value or perspective and you're gonna change it. And if right now you're comfortable with the current association you're hanging out because you say that, oh, it gives me the fun, go ahead, spend the time there. But then ask yourself a question, how much time you want to be in there. It's never too early. It's never too early. For me, I don't want to get stuck in, working a job or doing something else. And it's just not matured enough. And then until 30 years old, and I start to, put engine on my back, on my butt, and I start to have running. Why can I not run right now so then later on I can run on the beach? How can you run on a beach when you're 65? You can't. You can only walk and fry your teeth. I want to run on Maldives, when I'm 20 something or 30 years old, rather than spending time there and get wasted and I have to work for the rest of my life. I don't like it. It sounds something for me. I'm not the type that really emotional about friends. If there's anyone that really stand there and stop me from doing my dream, I cut it anyway. I cut it anyway. Because for me, here's the thing is that, can you still hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear you.
Awesome.
Yes, ma'am.
we can.
Thing here is that if you really want to hang around your friends, they make you feel good, right? They make you feel good. But here's the thing. They make you feel good, but are you okay with the paycheck that they receive? Do you like the lifestyle that they want? They have it. Do you want to make 5 figures a year? For me, I don't think I deserve it. I don't think I deserve just to make a 5 figure a year. 80K, a lot of people they think that okay, it's good 80K for you to start up. And how are you gonna think you're gonna make 6 figure until your 40s, 50s, and then how are you gonna end up making $500,000 a year? I think to myself, I cost more than that. And here's the thing: it's not easy for you to switch association. It's not easy for you to change it. But please think carefully, right? Think carefully. For me, I don't have any problem with that because, I already made up my mind. Is that if they can't do any good to me, I'm willing to cut it. And I will never let anyone steal my dream. I will never let anyone become my primary influence. Usually, for us as human beings, we tend to allow people we know to influence us directly more than the people that we look up to. For example, back then, I know my parents more than Phil, and I tend to listen to them more because they're biologically bond, or there's some kind of bond it's already built up between me and my friends. And so whatever they say to me, it tends to kind of trigger my brain. And if you really want to have a better life, then you have to be really logical about it. There's something I cannot explain to you, but please think about it is that, so many people they struggle with being emotion and tight their emotion, attach it with the people that they love. Here's the thing: the number one obstacle for you to really kind of go out and really state your dream, usually the people who steal your dream the most is your family member and your friends. Yeah. You know why? When I started this business, my friend back then, the people who I partied the most with, okay? Back then, I told them, hey, I started my own business. And they told me, what kind of business is that? I said, it's Amway business. Because back then there was no really, because it's my friend and they already know about it. So I told them that. And they said, if you do Amway business, either you become my friend or you do it. You become a scammer. Or there's a second group that there's a nerd with me. They are a student with me. They told me, you're still young. Why you have to do this unuseful, useless business? Because right now you're only 18 years old. If you graduate, you work a good job, you still be able to make a lot of money. And that's the second group. And the third people, the type of people is my family. They told me, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. We will be able to take care of you. FYI, I come from a business family that we started 30 years ago. We have our own clothing brand. We've been doing that. And right now, we even jump into e-commerce business. And they told me, if you really listen to me, I'll give you whatever you want. And if your brain right now, okay, as a person, everybody, hopefully you're all 18 and above. And if you're not, then, well, work on it. But our brain is somehow actually shaped up by the society a lot, right? The way that we think right now, the way that we perceive things, actually is not really your brain working. You've been receiving information. Your brain is like a program. Anybody here studying engineering, computer science, computer programming, kind of stuff like that? So your brain is nothing different than a software. How can you program a software, right? You input information in until they know that is exactly like AI, right? And until this one moment that you're fully aware of everything and you realize that's something that you want, because your identity at the very beginning is not really yours. So whatever you've been doing right now is not truly yours. So what you have to do is that you have to question yourself is, what do you really want? Who can really help you to get what you want? And who know you and who you know in order to help you? And I hope that I can help to share with you something about my experience. So thank you for listening and pass to the host.
Thank you.
Oh,
Great.
awesome. That was such an amazing talk, right? Yeah, you guys all agree with
Incredible.
me?
Yes.
Woohoo!
But
That was
you
amazing.
guys already see that she been losing her voice, but she still do her best to present all the information, share with you all. So I mean, there's a lot of things that I take in because for me back then it's not like I get influenced by other association, but I didn't really have association as a good environment for me to grow. I basically go to school, get home, go to work, and that's it. But since I joined this team, I mean, my life getting much better. I feel like I live a life, because I feel happy every single day. I'm actually have a goal, a dream to fight for. But thank you so much, Lily, for your share because I know that it would help a lot of people here to know their priority and know where or like who should they spend time with. Because basically you are the average person of 5 people that you hang around with, correct? So be smart when you actually choose association because you can either become one like them who actually very successful or one like them who actually go nowhere. But is anyone have something to share, like any other reflection? I would pick one person that we actually have. Oh, Paul. Okay, I see Paul raise hand very quick. Okay, so you want to share a little bit, Paul? What you take away? Okay.
I was muted. Yes, ma'am. So that was just wow. I'm so blown away of Lily's story. One thing that I take away is that the people who you surround yourself are gonna be like your primary influence. And you know, I feel like I can relate to Lily like at this moment right now because I'm in college. So many of my friends are going to party right now. So many of my friends they're going out drinking and all this stuff. But that's something that I don't want to surround myself with. And the fact that, and I never knew why, but the fact that Lily just shared this and shared her story and how you will be affected mentally by the people who you surround yourself with, that right there just blows my mind away and makes me realize the reason why I don't want to surround myself with these bad influences and who I should surround myself with, which is everyone here in this meeting.
Okay.
Let's go, Paul.
Wow.
Awesome. Let's go, Paul.
Awesome.
All right. And I hope that you guys go back and reflect, right? And then, of course, not about what you learn, but apply it to. If you see that the association around you right now actually not helping you moving forward in life, then definitely got to make a change, correct? But yeah, okay, up on next, I don't want to waste any other time, but I want to get you to introduce to our next speakers. There will be, speakers, okay, two ladies that I much respect to. One of them actually, are the Q12 platinum in the business, Phoebe. Okay, Phoebe actually have background in finance and talk about Phoebe. I know that she's also a mom of the whole entire team in Canada, right? I know you guys love her and you guys already saw that because you're actually fighting for her goal right now. Okay, but the other speaker come up on stage with Phoebe actually is Lynn Luna. Talking about Lynn, how works she how works it how hard she work, correct? Our first ego in the team, and talking about her, I actually respect her work ethic. Not only about work ethic, but she care for every single person in the team. But they will come up here and share with you all the nuggets that how to go, get a structure done, get a goal done. But I'm not sure really what I want to share, but I know I want to be so much amazing. So, without any other further ado, help me welcome Phoebe and Lynn on the stage.
Hit you with that
Go, Phoebe and Lynn.
Okay. Hello, everybody. So, how is everyone doing so far?
Great.
Awesome.
Good.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to represent for us, so Phoebe and I, we just want to say thank you so much for the amazing host team. It's your first time, but you did amazing. And at the same time, thank you, Lily, for the sharing and the upcoming speakers after us too. Yeah, so a little bit about ourselves. So this is Lynn Luna, currently based in Toronto, Ontario. I had a background in social work, and I'm proudly be part of, my lady here, brand new Q12 upcoming Sapphire 2022 done deal up to Duke Q12 and also MISA upcoming Emerald 2022. Yeah, so Phoebe, you want to share a little bit about yourself too?
Yeah, thank you, Luna. Of course, thank you, Lily, for amazing sharing earlier. Thank you, team, for being amazing host for tonight. And yes, this is Phoebe. Some of you may know me from yesterday, right? So I come from all the way from Toronto, Canada, and Bradley got launched and coached by amazing brand new product platinum. Đức Phạm going cool out this year. Of course, Misa going Emerald 2022. And I'm gonna let you guys back to link with our agenda for tonight.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Phoebe. So let me go ahead and share my screen here. Okay. So let me know if you'll be able to see my slide. Yes?
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Yes.
All right. Sounds good. So yeah, our topics today is gonna be about why Amway, right? Because many of you probably kickstart this business through, a vetting process, working along with your processor, or some of you even brand new IBO, right? But the questions deep down, we want to ask you that. So why are you deciding to commit with this one opportunity, which is Amway? And I'm pretty sure that, this is actually very important topics because I don't know about you, but in order for us to make any kind of decision, we're making sure that either we're going to be all in or going to be all out. And for that reason, it's very important for us to understand, what's going on in the business, how does it run, how does it work, so that we be able to make the proper decision for our own life. Okay, so yeah, hopefully today, Phoebe and I would be able to kind of share with you much more about our perspective, why we are all in to this business. And if you ask us what is the major that we're standing for, we can say that we currently having the PhD when it comes to Amway and BWW. We are the products of the system. So let me kind of share with you a little bit about the agenda of today. So yeah, Phoebe and I, we're gonna talk a little bit, about the corporation world, and then after that, it's gonna be about the investment world, and then why Amway, and then some of the messages we want to send to you afterward. So let's kickstart with the first part, which is about corporation world. All right. So now, I want to share this a little bit, and I know that that is the picture of Phoebe and I when we attend our very first conference, and we do have like the whole story behind this too, which you will get to hear in a little bit. But basically, a little bit about myself, before I actually decided running this kind of business, I actually pursuing, social work, graduated from McMaster University. So how many people that, also a social worker in here? If you do, then we probably relate towards one another. All right. So now what's going on is that, before this business, I don't know about you, but, the main purpose of my life is all about having a good grade and then graduate, having a good job, and hopefully I'll be able to have a good pay afterward. So I, even with the BA that I got, bachelor degree that I got from my own major, but the thing is that I always seeking out to complete master degree and then PhD degree in that one major later on. But what kind of stopped me is because, I see so many ugly facts, throughout my internship and, throughout my co-op time, working with people during that major. And I want to share with you a little bit about it too. Okay. So now, first of all, a little bit about my working experience in the past. So I think that I may be able to relate with many of you in here because I actually working underage since I was like 14, So yeah, any kind of job, you probably name it, either waitress, either, dog walker, even babysitter, or working for just corporate, job, even for like assembly lines in the factory. I used to, really build up those kind of plastic buckets, in the factory, working 12-hour shift. And then later on in my co-op and internship year, and after graduation, I also having a chance to work with the government for almost like a year there, and I want to share with you a little bit of the experience, throughout my working time. So now what happened is that the first thing, what was conflicting me a lot and what makes me really change my mindset to build this kind of business because of the employer-employee challenges. So what do I mean by that? So the one reason why I want to kickstart, social work and commit into it, because I thought it's gonna be the good career to contribute, giving back for the society, the communities. And what happened is that I remember there was one case, that I basically just sit down, and my job as a case worker is really, qualify people to see if they meet all the criteria so that I can give the welfare that they needed. Okay. So now what happened is that that lady have, every single criteria meet, but the one thing, which is her histories in the past, like 5 years ago, her bills and rent and everything, she couldn't providing that. And for that reason, that is why it's dismissed her case. And I was so upset. I bring this case up to my supervisor and I say that, you know what, take a look at this lady. You know that she's suffering right now. She need more money at the time. So is there any ways that we could help? And this is something really changed my mind when it's come to corporation world. My supervisor say that, you know what, Lynn, if you get being paid by us, you got to follow the guidelines and no questions about it. Okay. And, a funny fact, when I working for, the government, the corporation only paid me about like $11.25 like 2-3 years ago. So what happened is that I changed my job to become like a translator, and it's not even related to anything that I'm learning, and I'll be able to make like $25 an hour, which is a very funny thing to talk about too. But anyway, so after that, co-workers challenges. So this is the funny thing about corporation ladder, is that if you are not a good employees, you're gonna have problem with your employer all the time. Your supervisor, your manager, always like, try to complaining about you and yelling at you and all those kind of crazy stuff going on. But then the moment when you become a good employee, so now the co-workers suddenly have those kind of comparisons, and they just really jealousy going on, gossiping. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can never really satisfy anybody at workplace. You see my point? Because again, like what happened in the corporation ladder is that people treated you based on position base. They don't treat you because of who you are or because of your characteristics, right? So it's very important for you to understand that, because again, they take a look at many, supervisor and manager at your workplace, for example. I'm pretty sure that some of them, you don't even like them. I don't like my supervisor. I'll be honest about it. I see her coming in later than me and punch in the hour more than me, and then I just feel like, oh my gosh, like, is that really working out when you become supervisor or manager? So really, but I have no position or, no place to actually tell on my manager, because why? She's hired me. And if I tell on her, she's going to fire me. So it's very hard. And then the thing is that for the corporation world, so what's going on is that you really focusing on retirement plan and pension, isn't it? Okay, because take a look at it. How can you get the pension or retirement plan? So what happened is that you have to working hard for the 40, 50 years. Okay, depends on which career to. Maybe some you can retire a little bit earlier, but still can never be less than like 30, 35 years, right? So saying that like that is the destination that why people want to, really aiming for. But this business in another way is like very different. It changed my mind, because this is not the destination where we want to aiming for. We want a better place. We want to invest our energy right now into the project that we're currently working on, because we have no responsibility, no restrictions when it comes to like, family and kids and all those crazy stuff, right? So saying that, that is partly why I choose this business over corporation world. And more than that, the one reason why, people really, really thinking of corporation world the moment when they get to know this opportunity, and they're starting to have this comparison that, oh, you know what, if I become manager, I get paid much more. So I'm telling you what, so that is gonna, what we call is that microwave mentality that you have. So you always everything like paycheck after paycheck. You cannot create a source of passive income for yourself ever. Thinking about anything great in life, thinking about any successful man and woman like Bill Gates, Jack Ma, all those guys, they have to been through a hectic time before they actually become success. Take a look at Amazon. What happened is that he understand, okay, he have to invest several years before he even get like a penny or a dollar back, after like 4 or 5 years working hard for his project. You see my point? So the thing is that if you kind of take a look at the picture that Phoebe and I having here, this is like way before when Phoebe become a Q12. So take a look at what we eat. We eat noodles. we eat bread, because we know that we have to invest whatever that we got right now into our business. And we understand the one core value, which is the freedom before luxury. We understand that if we want something greater, we have to pay the proper price so that we can get the greatest price, in the future. It's very important for us to understand that, and we've been through that hectic time. And I'm telling you what, because of this opportunity, Set Free Be Free, after her graduation, so I'm so excited because of that, because every time we eat noodles, we see that, oh my gosh, we actually eating a lot of good stuff like lobster, red lobster in the future. You see our background right here? That is where we want to head to. Like Peter Island, fully paid by Amway the moment when you get rich, So that is something that we're really exciting about, So with that, I'm just going to pass to my lady here so that she can share much more about, the investment world. Okay. So give it up for Phoebe.
Before that, I'm gonna continue to share with you guys about the investment world. Like, can you guys give Linh Luna and Ralph applause? That her sharing was really really amazing. Is it?
Let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. If Lynn is like a master in social work out there, right? So back to me that I was good at math compared to the other subjects. So that's the reason why that I picked finance. It's gonna be my future career. But the reason why that I picked finance is not about to become like banker or become like financial advisor, financial planner for someone out there. But my like the whole entire like dream and goals, I want to become investor. Like this is like when I got to know this opportunity. And I think like the majority people in this conference, when you make it until this stage, right, and then the one who qualify already, you understand about the passive income, like the building an assets for you to generate a passive income to secure your future. Is there anyone in here that you sit in here and you don't want a passive income? I hope no. Okay. And if you sit in here, you know that your end goal is going to build an assets, and that assets going to generate for you the passive income for you to not only for retire yourself, but then your family in the future too. So, but talking, we know that we're not going to be here settle down ourselves for 9 to 5 job, right? We're not going to be here for working for someone else. But then talking about like building an asset to generate a passive income. So we have a lot of vehicle. Amway is just one of that vehicle too. So before that I'm talking about the reason why that we pick Amway as our platform, our vehicle for us to drive from where we are right now to the destination that we want, like Lynn just shared with you earlier. So my part tonight, I'm gonna share with you some of the investment types of the investment. So if you never thought about you're gonna become an investor, you're gonna doing something outside of this opportunity, it's okay. You don't have to really focus on my sharing. But if you used to think about, or is any types of investment out there that you can give a try? Is anything like out there? Because we haven't tried it yet, so maybe it works, right? But maybe it's not. So this is my perspective only. Okay, I'm not an expert in like a finance or anything. But before that you try any in terms of the investment, I hope that you pick up some of my point tonight, and then you can do careful before that you really experience yourself in this investment world. Okay. So my look at my slide right here. I have some types of the investment. It's only some types of investment. It's not all the investment like out there. But I think like most of us in here, we are young people. We connect to the social media like YouTube, and then you may see like advertising and marketing, a lot of courses, and the opportunity out there that you guys can become get rich quick after like few hours, after 1 2 days, and then you'll be able to make a lot of money. And then I know that stock bonds. I think that most of you may know stock bonds like crypto, like a Bitcoin, right? P2P lending, which is like person to person lending. Like you give someone like a 10,000, So every single month you get like a 1,000 as the interest from that person. That's called P2P lending. Royalty, which is like you write a book and then that book become like bestseller and you get the money from the book. That's how we can make the passive income too. But then that requires the author gonna become famous or someone like a Blackpink, right? So they already has a credibility already, and then their products has a lot of people wanna buy, wanna enjoy it. The next investment types of investment is a real estate. I know a lot of young people in this conference because in my team too. Like you guys like the concept real estate, like a building like house, and then you guys gonna get the capital gain, like the monthly income from the house. Is it? But I will share with you in details about this real estate later. The other types of investment too. So we do have a lot of type of investment out there, right? But what's the reason why that I don't put myself in that word yet? But why is it Amway? Before that I share that, I'm gonna share with you some consideration before you choose what kinds of investment for yourself. Yes. So here that I have some considerations for you to pick before that you pick some types of investment out there. First, look at your personal finance. What does this mean? It means that you're gonna look at how much that you make per month, how much you make per hour, how much is your income, right? Do you have any like much or less money in your saving account, checking account, right? Is any bonus, any incentive that you have in your bank account gonna ongoing every single year? Look at that personal finance and look at your credit card too. How much that you in debt, right? If you are I have a lot of friends that they are Canadian, and then after graduating, before they actually make money, that they already get in debt like a 20 to 50,000 in debt. Before they really like make real money before they go to for a job. And look at the level of difficult, because not everyone has enough knowledge for all the types of that investment. Even though my background was finance, but I don't think that I'm gonna be the best one in this conference who has a bad knowledge in that types of investment. Because like when you want to master in something, that we need to have enough education in that thing that we want to master in, right? Look at the level of risk. Are you the type of person who want to take the high risk, or gonna become a type of person just want to stay secure, like a stable? Because of that level effect on the types of the investment that you want to invest to. Look at the tax as well, right? Because like everything that you gain in Canada or in the US, you're gonna pay tax for it. Of course, it depends too, right? And look at the timing, like you want to invest it in long term or short term. For example, like a stock, right? If you do stock for like a daily trading, right, you're gonna like you buy and sell for every single day to gain like a dividends. Is later I will show you, but I don't think it's gonna be the good thing that you're gonna do for daily, because every single day we are so already busy with our job, our family, our responsibility, and then like trading daily. If you see yourself like working at that kinds of like trading, I don't think it's gonna bring you the enough like good passive income. But then if you do stock for long term, you as investment for long term, so don't think about it. You're gonna gain much about that, because of the inflation, because of the is losing in the money value, right? So timing, different people gonna have different timing for invest their money. And then the last thing is about the return of investment, because someone wanna have the ROI as high as they want, but then someone just don't care about the ROI. But then we look at the return of investment to see how long that we can get the return from the investment that we put in our business. In this opportunity Amway, if you make it until the last step, you will see how much that we're gonna get in return, and then how much that we're gonna invest in our business, and that's what I like. Okay. And yeah, so I will show you like something. I know that a lot of people that right now you guys like crazy with like crypto out there. I don't know is anyone in this conference that you guys get involved in it or not, but this is some of my perspective only. Okay. So if you look at this photos, right, it's just like the Bitcoin to USD charge, and since 2013 until now, right, like when Bitcoin is nobody know about Bitcoin until now, it's a go up and down, right? This is for like around like almost 8 years, and then next here is a year to date, which is mean like the price of the Bitcoin when it's from the year, which is like it doesn't matter the calendar year or the fiscal year, okay, but look at that up and down price, you will see that is even though like I study finance, but I don't think that I can be able to explain like why it's going up or why it's going down. And then if you want to invest your money in that kind of uh investment, right, it's better for you to read like all the news from all the newspaper, and you should have the ability to distinguish which one is the fact, which one is the opinion, which one is just a fake news for you to buy and for you to sell the Bitcoin. Okay, next, here is the last 3 months, how the Bitcoin price is going up and down. And then if you know like around like 4 5 months ago, Bitcoin, the dog coins, all the thing is all the crypto is like going crazy. And then yeah, some people make money, and then some people they lost money too, right? And then this is the last 7 days. So if just imagine, right? Imagine that 1 week, which is 7 days, and you stay at home, you look at that kind of chart, and what do you think? If it's going up and you feel so happy, but then when it's going down you feel so sad, like in the darkest time that Lily said earlier, right? And I just don't want to put my feeling, my happiness, my life into those that I cannot control. Mhm. And this is for the Bitcoin only, and then now is a dog coin. So this is the thing that it just came. I think like it's launched in 2013 at the same time with Bitcoin too, but nobody know about it until recently when it is a fun fact, but when Elon Musk, I hope that you guys know Elon Musk. Elon Musk usually talk about this kinds of coin on the Twitter, and every time that he talked about this kinds of crypto, and it's effect to the price too, and it's going up, it's going down, it's just because of opinion one guy on the Twitter. Next, so here here's just how the price changes into for the year to date. And next, yeah, so in the last 3 months too, since the day like all the crypto, can you go back? Okay, here, all the crypto they going crazy, and then is in the last 3 months that they are crashing, right? And then that's how you see like I know that when you look at the price, it's not much compared to Bitcoin, but then if you want to put your money like a $50, $100 to buy that kinds of coin, we don't know, like we don't know what's gonna be in the future. Maybe if it's going up like a Bitcoin, you may get a lot of money, but if it's like disappeared, you may lose like a 50 or $100. But I don't think like put our future in that kind of crypto is gonna be the good option or secure option, because like me is not only the only one in my family. I have myself to take care, I have my family to take care, and I consider myself that I'm not gonna be there and then read all the news. I analyze and evaluate all the information for me to make the right decision, and I will show you how the professional they make the decision. Next, or can you go back? Yeah, this one. So probably like not regular people, they often look at the price and how it's going up, how it's going down, and then they make the decision to buy or to sell based on the emotion. Not many people that they really like go and study about like how the prices go up and how the price go down. What is the influence? What influence all the price? So right here, this is how like people they make the decision to buy or to sell. And uh if you have never looked at that charge or that like a numbers or that kind of uh the thing that we call in here, so and you don't know how it works, right? You cannot explain that why is it going up, why is it going down, why it has the fluctuation. right? And then if you don't know how it's gonna work, so I is my suggest from yesterday, right? Don't waste your money, right? It's better to invest in yourself. It's better to invest in something that you can control, and it's better to invest in something that you have someone to be there to help you. Okay, I have never seen anyone out there that be able to help you and then invest in that kinds of thing, crypto, Bitcoin stock, or all kinds of stock. And um and then if you see on the internet, they have a lot of courses, right? A lot of courses which is gonna teach you about how to buy and how to sell and how to play the crypto or stock like that. But what I can tell you is that it's not gonna all that kinds of courses is not gonna work if you don't go out there and really play the crypto. Like you go out there really put yourself into the market, and then you go buying, you go selling, and then you lost money, you gain money. That's how you learn the most. And then if you are willing to do that, and then you are willing to lose the money if you invest in this is your choice, okay? But this is what I can share with you guys about my perspective about like doing those kinds of the crypto. And then my suggestion is that before that you doing something, make sure that you have enough knowledge and then about the thing that you're gonna put your money in. Okay. And next, I want to talk about the real estate, because I think that not only me but a lot of people in this conference, someone in my team too. Personally, I got inspired by my mom that she doing really good in real estate back then in Vietnam, and watching her like become successful from like a middleman like an agency, and then right now she be able to do by herself. And then I saw the process how she like make good money in that kind of real estate, and that inspired me a lot. And then is give me the motivation for me to go here and then study about the finance and then become someone like my mom. But then make whatever work in Vietnam may not work in Canada. Okay, why? For example, that one of the popular and the common thing that people think about real estate is about buy a house and then let everyone like rent the room in the house or rent the whole house, right? It's just the basic thing about the building the assets, and the assets generate for you the passive income. Yes, if you rent a house, if you for someone let someone rent your house, you're gonna get the monthly income, right? But I will show you how you're gonna make money. Next. Okay, if okay, can you back to the reverse slide? If you look at the chart in here, this is the average house price in Toronto. And in 2021, right now it's a September, but this number is from the last month, which is August. So average one house in Toronto right now is around $1 million. Okay, I don't know how the house price in Cali or Texas or the other states, but this is how it is in Toronto. And and you see the prices going up, right, every single year. And next, so if you have be able you just focus on the blue color first, don't look at the red color. If you be able to have like $1 million to buy the house in here, and then we move on to the next, right? You have your own assets already. And then if you have that house, right now the market right now that you'll be able to let the house for rent is 3,000 per month. And if 3,000 per month, that you're gonna be able to make like annual income around 36,000 per year, right? So if the return of investment based on that number that we have around like 3.6% every single year that you have, and then write it down, and then write uh the the return of investment that down, and then in the last step of the process, ask the one who walked you through the process that return of investment in our business is how many percent. Okay, this is the case only for you if you be able to have $1 million in the beginning to buy the whole house. But if you don't be able to buy the whole house in the beginning, because someone like talk to me that, oh, I can't like do the down payment, right? If I do the down payment, for example, that we have only 25 250K in the beginning to buy the house, and then we have like 750K left, and we're gonna do the down payment for that part from now until the next 20 years. So this is the reason why a lot of Canadian that they buy the house, but they have the debt in like the next 15 or 20 years, because every single year, every single month that they have the down payment to pay for the bank. And then this we call the liability. And then we just don't want to live a life to carry the debt, right? And then for example, like the next 20 years, if you rent that house, if you let someone rent the house, and then the monthly income just equal to the money that you pay for the bank, which is the down payment, and you have nothing for yourself. And then yes, 20 years later you have the house, and then if you sell the house, you may gain some capital gains, right? You may get some capital gain, but isn't nothing much compared to like the whole 20 years, like 25 years that you live in the 9 to 5 job, like work butt off to pay the bills, but to pay the credit card, to pay all kinds of stuff. And I feel like real estate is good too, but it's not the best option for me to put myself in. Okay, and next, um, yes, right here. And then let someone rent your house is not simple like that. Okay, it's not just about the money stuff, but sometimes that we have to take care about the taxes, right? If we let like some tenant into our house, we have to make sure that they are legal, not legal, illegal, right? And then my experience when I rent a house in Toronto, sometimes like in the house they need something to fix, right? And then who you're gonna call? You're gonna call the landlord. And then even like at 12 a.m. at the midnight, right? When the washing machine doesn't work, and then the water is a pour out for the whole basement, and then I had to call the landlord come, and then if you are the landlord, will you gonna come to your property to take care all that kinds of water, and then the electric is a mess, kinds of mess up at midnight, right? So I don't want to be that landlord, guys. I don't want to be like let someone own my property, and then I had to be there whenever they need me, right? I just don't want to be like that person. Paperwork, right? Renovation, like a community. Sometimes the house got complained by the city manager, and then you have to be there and then deal with the city manager. So our neighborhood, right? Like so dumb. So the thing is we can control, and then if you are the landlord and you have to deal with those things. So this is my real experience when I rent a house in Toronto. Yes. So this is some kinds of the perspective in terms of the investment world that what I see, what I experience, that I can share it with you guys before that you make a decision to go in either corporate job like Lin Luna, or investment like me, right? But then what is the reason why that me or Lin that we actually like we be loyal and we stick with this opportunity with Amway platform, BW system, the mentorship program. So Lynn gonna continue and share with us about why Amway.
All right, give Phoebe a hand, guys. Wow, amazing.
Awesome.
Yes, but I did note down a lot, about what she said too, because that is like the general knowledge that you should know before you get yourself into something, right? The next topics that I want to share with you about would be why Amway. Like Phoebe said, why would we committed into this one opportunity, right? So this is the couple of reasons that I have on screen here. So let me kind of screen through each reason so that you'll be able to understand much more. So the first one would be about predictable business. Okay, because again, you probably understand about passive income, but what kind of passive income are you creating for yourself? And how long can you really, be in control of that income that you make? So what I love about Amway is that it's a predictable business, it's a reliable source of income every time that you create it, based on performance. That is like another beautiful thing about the passive income that we make. Because again, like whatever that we're creating here is 100% in our control, you could say, because again, is really based on your performance, not position based like corporation ladder or other kind of investment like Phoebe just showed with you. Because even for investment, you have to depend on the markets, on the companies. So those are the things like Phoebe said, you have to watch the news. It's not in your control. But for Amway business, it's 100% in your control. It depends on how many hours that you're willing to actually invest into your business, networking, dropping the message, going out there, looking out for customer to build up that source of passive passive income, right? And then the second reason would be about low risk. So avoiding heart attack. Oh my gosh, this is like the one reason I love about Amway too, because everything is in your control. Why is low risk but no risk in here? Because again, like if you take a look at the opportunity, like 100% no risk, I don't think that you'll be able to find anything. Okay, so it's very important for you to understand it's a low risk opportunity, because again, it's not about investment when it comes to money, finance, but it's about investment when it comes to your energy and the time that you invest into your business. So for that reason, so you could say that you avoid a heart attack, because literally, what I love about this kind of business is that when you're getting in, you have this app called Amway app, and you can literally control, hey, this month, this day, how much PV, how many PV that you have on your screen, and how many more PV that you need, to go for the rest of the month in order to hit the goal, the specific goal that you're aiming for, right? So it's 100% predictable. One more time, right? And then the third reason would be this is a part-time for students or professionals. So again, if this is the business that you could not do, I'm telling you what, it's going to be very hard for you to aim for traditional business or startup. Why? Because again, like those business require you to be the full-time, business owner to run your own business. Because again, if you're not going to be the one that show up when your employees quit, or you're not going to be the one that show up, open the store, then guess what? You have no business at all. And this business, you can arrange your time, with the candidates, the protege, and the people that you're working with, depends on the time that you guys free, right? So the fourth reason would be no experience needed or knowledge is needed, because there are people really helping you in this kind of opportunity. Okay, so that is another thing that what I like about it. We have those kind of vetting process. We ensure that you understand thoroughly everything that you need to know before you get yourself into this opportunity, right? So that is what the third reason for the vetting process would be. What? Decision making. We want to making sure that we educate you properly about what we know and the vision and the action that it takes to actually accomplish your achievement in the future. And then we let you to be the one that making up your decision too. Okay, and then the fifth reason would be mentorship and coaching system. So the beautiful thing about it is that you have the mentorship and coaching for free, but only if you are allowing yourself to earn it and pursuing it, because again, it's free only if you are actually the one that, qualify and hit a specific criteria in here as a good mentee, right? So it's very important for you to understand that, because out there, if talking about mentorship and coaching, you have to pay money, a lot of money to actually pursuing a mentorship or coaching out there, right? And for the sixth reason would be building a legacy for generations. So this is why upcoming, FED Free Enterprise Day, or this upcoming conference, you should really qualify yourself to be there, because you're gonna see people, backing up with people, generation backing up with generation in this kind of opportunity, which is a beautiful thing to see. I see like the Populardo family. I see like Bill Britt. I see like a lot of family in here, like Ray and Joanne, and many of them, they actually be able to build up the legacy, right, in this kind of opportunity. Is the beautiful thing to see. And then the seventh is all about the core values, because again, I don't know about you guys, but Amway is just as well known as a vehicle to take us where we want to be in the future. But what really caught my eyes, or caught Phoebe eyes as well, is that the core values that it's standing for, which is hope, freedom, family, and reward. So this is something, beautiful to see, because how many corporations or manufacturer really, standing behind, support your business, be able to providing you free trips the moment when you achieve a certain standard for yourself. So it's like, wow, this is like a beautiful thing. Like Peter Island, this is the level when you call executive diamond. Okay, when you have 9 organizations qualify as a platinum, you'll be able to get the trip for free, going to Peter Island and enjoy. I couldn't remember exactly, okay, but research for yourself too is about like 8,000 to 15,000 somewhere there, for like one night, which is like a beautiful thing, so, and we get that for free. And I don't know, but if you're Asian, you gotta be there for free 100%, right? And I mean, it's all about the freedom and the reward and the hope that it's giving up for people, the feeling of importance that is be able to giving us as the independent business owner, that we can do so much greater as a human being, right? So now I'm just gonna pass back to Phoebe one more time, so that she can share with you a couple points, so that you can notes down and keep in mind after this presentation. Okay, so give it back to Phoebe again.
Yes, thank you so much, Link, for your sharing about like why I'm away, right? Yeah, exactly what right, cute photos. Exactly what Lynn shared, guys. When I do counsel, okay, back then I do counsel about like should I invest in something. My passion is about like the investment and those things, and then I do counsel with my coach and my mentor, and then you know what? They don't push me to do anything, but then they share with me about their perspective, their principle, and I know that people can change, anything can change, but then the principle never change. And then success is what Beauty shares is that success is not how much money that you make, but how many people become better because of your love. And the more people that you can go out and help them to become successful, and that define your successful as well. And so I feel like it's not like what I invest in, but then is that I is it anyone that I'm helping them to become successful or not. So if I make money in corporate job, or if I make money in those kinds of types of investment, but it's not gonna be like a last long, or it's not gonna be like live for the legacy for me. And I know that I don't put down those people who are working in a corporate job, or I don't put down the one who do investment out there. And I don't say that it doesn't work. Okay, it do work for some people. But then what our message right here tonight is that we should stay knowledgeable, right? And then we know how it works before that we can be in there, and then don't get into the trap. Either the corporate world, or either the investment world, and do counsel to avoid the mistake. Whatever you do for the first time, please do counsel, right? And then find the one who qualified for that topic and do counsel. And anything that you are doing, never give up on Amway, because this is our backup plan, right? I got in this opportunity, or Lynn got in this opportunity when we was in the college and university. And then we do have a lot of option out there, but then what we never give up is this opportunity. And then this is what I saw in my coach and my mentor as well. If you don't know, if you first here, second time here, you don't know, I have a lot of my coaches that they are really smart, and then they are really excellent in terms of investing the things out there. Okay, but then the thing I saw in them is that they never say no, and they never say giving up in this opportunity. And then there should be some reason, right? Because this is not only the backup plan, but this is something that is really secure that future, secure the path for them to, for their children as well, right? And then you know the most secure path for you and for yourself, for your family. And I hope that you're gonna make the smart choice after what me and Lynn share with you tonight. Yes. All right. And let's grow the team big together.
And with
And
that,
good
thank
night
you
for all of
so
you.
much. Goodbye.
Oh, oh, lady. Slow,
Amazing.
slow.
Amazing.
Back
Thank
to
you.
back
Now,
to our amazing host, Ting.
thank you, thank you. That was such an amazing, because to be honest, it's all the experience, guy. Because to be honest, I didn't know any of them when I first like joined the business. Till like Lynn said, right? My parents told me go to school, get a good degree, and get a good job. That's all I know. That's why I've been spending like 4 or 5 years, in college, university, study hard, get the straight A, with the hope that I can get a good job. But slowly, slowly, I realized that no, job is not, that's not the only way. Of course, we never really say that job is bad. Job is good. I respect every single person out there working a job, because my parents working a job right now too. But yeah, thank you so much, Lynn and Phoebe, for sharing such an amazing presentation, because it would save us a lot of time going out there and experience it. Because like Lynn and Phoebe already share, right? It doesn't mean that job is this, or you cannot be successful with investment or anything. But I remember one time my mentor told me what, it's not like we're stopping you to go on out there and experience that. But before I wanna invest, or I wanna do real estate, I wanna have a very stable income first. Basically, I build a business here right now. So later on, when I have a lot of money, I can go invest. I can buy houses if I want to. Correct? So like you wanna use your extra money, your additional money to invest, because if you lose it, doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect you, but you don't want to use your life saving money. Risk, get that risk, and go out there and invest, because what if you lose? Because when you invest or when you do real estate, you don't even know if you want to lose or want to gain, correct? So for me, I just be safe for myself. So Amway business is a step that what I see so far, because you don't really get to invest a lot of time or a lot of money in here. So like, you can still go to school, still work a part-time job right now for me, and build a business at the same time. Leverage every time that I have right now to build a long-term legacy. Because a job might be good at the moment, but I'm not sure if it's going to be good for a lifetime, correct? But yeah, if anyone want to share a little bit of reflection, yeah, I would love to hear from you guys. Okay, pause again. Okay, I see David. So okay, last time party I share. Okay, so this time let David share a little bit about his reflection. Okay, hi David.
Hi. So, little introduction about myself. My name is David, and recently launched by Victoria, coached by Lily, um, upline platinum Baudao up to Misa and Ten and Sophia. So, something I got out of that presentation is it's better to invest in something that you can control, because I have had a lot of experience in the stock market. I have a lot of experience in real estate, and it's a lot more complex than you guys think. And it's very volatile. And in this business, like what Phoebe and then Luna says, you can control it. Every single month, you can see where you're at and you can scale from there. So don't get the equation wrong, because we all read Business of the 21st Century by Robert Kiyosaki. We first have to start in the E and the S, and then move to the B, and then the I. We all have to think the right way, like the capitalists. But thank you for listening.
Wow, amazing, David. Actually,
Wow, let's go, David.
David, yes, sir, yes, sir.
yeah, that's great, because some other perspective from different person already been experiencing that too. So I hope that you guys take it, reflect, and be careful for what you choose to do. Okay, but up on next we actually have another amazing speaker. When I come here and share with you all about his wisdom, Lucas though, is the one that brand new eagle, qualified for Kalahari, and are you guys waiting for his sharing, correct? Because he's the one that super submit to the mentorship, do whatever it takes, whatever that his mentor coaches advise him to do, he follow. And of course, all the success people out there actually have the person, guiding them. And with the right guidance, then you definitely want to be successful. Okay, with that, I wanna, welcome Lucas on the stage.
Hello everyone, can you guys hear me well?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes.
And okay, I mean, I don't know, but I feel a little bit of left out. I was like, I've been asking myself, like, where are all the guys? How come all the ladies become speaker tonight? So today, I mean, of course, I see like 120 people. There are ladies and gentlemen, but I think this topic, especially for gentlemen, okay. Hopefully, you guys take the knowledge seriously and take the spot to be in the speaker next time. Yeah. Um, but hello everyone. First of all, I just want to say thank you, Jiting, for amazing hosting. Thank you, Lily, Phoebe, and also Luna for sharing your experience and what makes you commit to this business after all the evaluations. Right? I think logical process too, logical analysis too, right? If you guys don't know about me, so my name is Lucas, though, sponsored this business by Crystal, and coached by Chinisa going Emerald 2022. And my topic today is about mentorship. I think along with my presentation, I would need your guys' help. I need a couple volunteers. So as fast as you can, the new launches, the new people, or the old IBOs, raise your hands. And while I'm sharing my screen, okay? Let's see. Can I share my screen? Wow. Wow. Okay, okay. You guys see my screen now?
Yes.
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 Yep.
Yes. Now we can see it.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Mentorship. Okay. Okay. I think that to kickstart with my sharing, I would borrow a famous quote from Bill Gates. He said that everyone needs a coach. And in fact, the more professional you are, the more coaches you need, right? So to you, let's say the new people, the candidate as well, how was the selection process for you? And until now, what does mentorship mean to you? Let's say we have Andy from Toronto, and we have Per
Yep.
from Houston. Okay, let's go with Andy first, and then we'll go with Per. Okay.
Yep. So basically, the question is, what is mentorship to me, right?
Right. And how was the selection process for you?
Oh, so basically, mentorship, from what I've heard, is basically someone that guides you through building your business, right? Because a lot of us, when we start out, we don't have the experience, right? Some of us, does have maybe some experience in financial business, because they go to uni and stuff like that for that, right? But for the majority of us, we don't really have that experience, and having someone there to help us, guide us through, and not only through business, like for our for our lives, right?
Right.
Everything we do in life, right? Having someone there to just hold your hands and bring you there is really good, right? Because let's say they teach you, right? They mentor you. You're gonna want to pass that down to someone else too. You're gonna want to mentor someone else as well in the future, right? So
Right.
it's just like a whole chain, right? And so for
That's
me,
awesome.
yeah. So so my experience through the process so far has been really great. So my personal upline is Ivy, and she's been helping me out with a lot of stuff, giving me a lot of material to to crunch on to improve myself, and it's been really great so far.
Right.
So, yeah.
Awesome, Anthony. Awesome, awesome. Okay, what about Per from Houston? I would love to hear your opinions.
Hi.
Hi, Per.
Okay. So to me, mentorship is like showing. Well, my mentors like they show how much they care about me. So for like this process, I've been in this process for about 2 months now,
Hmm.
and I felt like I've grown so much as a person compared to the beginning because my uplines, Tian, Amy, and Kelvin, they're always there for me. They're always supporting me. So like I have communication issues sometimes, and people in the association say always talk to your uplines, be transparent, and I would struggle with that. But as I've been through this process, I found it easier and easier. It gets easier and easier to talk to them. So
Right.
because of them, I've grown so much, and I'm just really thankful.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's awesome, guys. Can you guys give them a round of applause? And these guys are so sharp. I mean, what else I'm gonna talk about? You guys already know, right? Okay. But thank you, Andy, and thank you Per as well, right? Awesome. So to me, I believe that to be in this room, you gotta be a winner. But the thing is that no matter how smart you're in school, no matter how great you're at your job, right? But the moment you start this business journey, we all equal. We start at zero, right? And I think that our upline, brand new Double Diamond, Sugien Kajachmani, in one of his famous CD, the mentorship is the X Factor. You want to check back with your processor, you want to check back with your upline to ask about this audio. Okay, so Sugi mentioned mentorship as the X Factor. X Factor is the variable given between the situations, and it could have the most significant impact on the outcomes. And if you really pay attention on a line of speakers, on a line of leaders that have been always, in going up and introduce themselves, right? Just in the past years, wow, so many people have been breaking platinums, right? Duke and Phoebe, San Julian, Irene and Eileen and Bao. I mean, in this upcoming year, we're gonna have Lynn Luna, we have Lily, we have Crystal. What else are you waiting for, right? So when I look at that, I said, I want it. I want it. I want to win because I'm a part of a winning team. Okay, and of course, I realized the process of how I get myself from where I am today to where I'm gonna be, where I want to be. I need mentorship. I don't want to learn by heartbroken. I want to learn by my eyes being open. So when I take a look, Misa, it took her 5 years to finish her platinum ship, but it took Phoebe 3 years to finish their platinum ships. So I was like, wow, these guys, they knew how to take mentorship seriously. They knew how to seek out for mentorship. But the question for us, for all of us, what about us? Are we taking mentorship seriously? Okay. Now, though I know that the reason why people don't get into Amway business, of course, not because they're not smart or they're not like talented, but because they go home, they listen to the people who know nothing about Amway. And this is the reality. People don't want you to become successful. That's why when you share to them, when you reach out to your friends, your family members about your dreams and goals, they're like, nah, I'm too busy. You focus on school, right? They don't want to change themselves. They're afraid of change. That's why instead of changing themselves, they drag you down so that you cannot get ahead of them. But guys, the best way to revenge is to become successful, right? However, when you want new results, of course, we have to accept the new influence. What is better than relationship and mentorship, right? Now, I want to talk about outcome focus. We all know about process focus. Process is important too, but we want to focus. We want to put our eyes on the outcomes. Your friends love you, so they accept who you are. But your mentors love you so much to the point that they cannot accept who you are. They want to push you forward so that you can become better. They want to push you forward so that you can achieve your dreams and goals. That's what mentorship is about, right? And I think not just in this business, guys, in life as well. Most successful people, they have a mentor who has once reached out to them and pulled them along the way. And to me, we have access to the greatest mentorship ever in the world, in the whole world. We have the great environment to hang around. You see, Wednesday night, 120 people here just to learn. And this is no charge at all, right? How many people out there would do that to you? Okay. And we have great books to read. We have great CD to listen to sharpen our skill set, our mindset. And we have amazing mentors who open their life, who open their heart, who open their time just to pour wisdom into us. And of course, if you're not taking initiative, if you're not being proactive, reaching out to your mentors more, reaching out to your uplines more, and do what they recommend you to do, wow, I think you're missing out big time, guys. Okay, now we know the importance of mentorship. Then the question is, how should we pursue the mentorship? I hope we all know. I hope you all know, right? So one of our coaches, his name is Don. He's in California as well. And he used to say that you work hard to earn the partnership, but you gotta work harder to earn the mentorship. You work hard for the partnership, but you work harder for the mentorship. Most people, they want this business. They want what this business have, but they're not willing to do what this business want. Success not overnight, guys. This is not get rich quick scheme. I mean, I wish, but it's not. It requires success habits, right? The 6 habits. Who still remember the 6 habits of honoring a partnership? Man, I'm testing new launches. New launches. Okay, who still remember that? What are the 6 habits to honor the partnership? Raise your hand if you still remember. Man, I'm checking on you. Okay. Oh wow, Jenny. Oh wow. Okay, let's go ahead, Jenny. I want to hear from you.
So my name is Jenny, proudly sponsored by Sally, part of Ivy team, going for 1,000 PV this September. coached by Phoebe going Patel this year and after Duke going Patel this year. So I want to say 6 habits of honoring the partnership is that reading the book, listening to CD, attend all the meeting, do the AM every single day, 100% product use, and drop the message and show the plan. That's it. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Awesome, guys. This is a standard, new IBO. Your process works great. Okay. So you guys already know this 6 habits is the minimum. This is what the average IBO should do. Should do. But guys, the reason why you guys in this business just because you don't like to become an average person. You step out of your job to do the business. You want to be different. But how come when you be in this business, you still work as an average person, average IBO? You want to be stand out. You'll be different. So what else can you do? What else can you do to really pursue mentorship? What else can you do to prove to the mentor that, hey, you worth his time, you worth his investment into you? What else can you do? Any ideas? Any ideas? Nobody? Nobody have any ideas how to pursue mentorship?
Hash.
Okay, Scott. Let's go, Scott.
So you gotta be transparent and really, because if you lie, then you get like advice based on lies.
Wow. Scott, like, did you lie to your mentors before? How come lying come first? I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Be honest to yourself,
Yeah, I mean, I did one, and it did turn out so nice.
I love that. Awesome, Scott. Guys, can you give Scott a big round of applause because being honest to himself?
Let's go, Scott.
Okay. Here's my downline anyways, but we will talk one-on-one later, okay? Okay. So, but that's awesome. That's awesome, Scott. I love that. So to be honest, guys, your mentors are honestly helping you, right? So don't be like Scott, right? No lying here, right? So please be honest to your mentor. Let them know your weaknesses. Be transparent with them so that they can back you up. They can help you. And you know what? An honest and truthful mentor, they do not accept any excuses. No excuses. And your mentor spending countless time just to help you develop your critical thinking, skill set, mindset based upon your willingness to take the advice. So are you teachable? Are you teachable? So just like Scott said, right? Some people are so funny to the point that they cancel all the times every single day, but they were not like 100% or fully transparent. They only give the mentors like half of the truth or 1/3 of the truth. So they ended up canceling their lie. I hope Scott changed, but he did. Yeah. So do you want, guys, you want your mentor to tell you the things you want to hear, or you want your mentor to tell you the things that you need to hear? Who ended up losing? You, right? It's you. You don't want to lose months and years in the business. And I've seen some people are so funny to the point that they pretend to listen so well, but in the back of their mind, they're not. This is not good. Check, ego check. 99% of listening is 100% of rebellion. Let your mentor mentor you. Of course, I know young people, we all want to be right. We all have the ego. However, if you want success, you want to drop your ego down. You want to drop your ego down. When your uplines tell you to do something, they risk their relationship with you. They trust you too soon to tell you the things that you need to work on, to tell you the things that you need to do. And guys, when your uplines correct you, please don't be offended. Don't be offended. Because it's not a correction at all. It is a direction. They're trying to help you. It is the direction. Okay? Some people's face looks so intense, but let's have some fun, okay? Do not be intense like a Tiffany, but yeah, let's have some fun. Now, this game is for this question is for ladies only. Who do makeup? Ladies who do makeup? I'm not. Oh, David, you do makeup too? Okay. This is for ladies only. So raise your hand if you're ladies. Okay. I need one answer. Who do makeup? Okay. Okay, Haley. All right, Haley from PB team. Okay. Vancouver. I mean, let's go with Haley. Let's go with Haley. Okay, Haley.
Yes.
When you do makeup, how do you usually hold the mirror when you make up?
How many times?
No. How do you usually like? Do you hold it like this, or you hold it like close to you or far from you? How does that look like?
Like this, my mirror, I hold far enough for me to see the whole face.
Right. What about too far? What about if the mirror is too far? Can you do makeup?
I cannot make up like that. Yeah.
Right.
Can't see anything.
Right. Thank you, Haley. Who is more talented? Hold the mirror very, very far and still make up. Nobody, right? Okay. So, thank you, guys. Now, the thing is that if you're too far, right? Like Haley said, I didn't bring up anything, but Haley said this. If you're too far, you cannot do a good makeup. Same thing with this business, guys. When if you want to become an effective IBO, an effective leaders, an effective team player, it is based on the proximity that you have to other leaders, to other IBO. See, so if you see yourself right now doing not duplicating the right things, then probably check back. Subject. Are you close with your mentors? Are you close with your uplines? Are you close with your team? Tell me the people you hang around, and I can tell you the person you become in the next 5 years, right? And I think that, you know what, guys, we in this business for long term. And this is famous saying, if you want to build it right, you want to build it once. You want to build it right. Okay? And the security of your business would depend on how many uplines know your business. How many uplines know your downlines? How strong is the bond between you and your uplines, between you and your mentors? And of course, this is an honest advice. You can check back with your uplines. But if you see this business is something serious to your life, as soon as you can, start building up that relationship with your uplines and your mentors, no matter how deep you are in the line of sponsorship, no matter how new you're in the business, no matter if you're candidates or not, because you have total control. Okay. And of course, I want to save you guys time and money too, right? How can I say? To me, my uplines are my mirror. So I want to reflect them as much as I can. Whatever is holding you guys back in life, you want to be an open book to your mentor so you can start moving forward in your life. And you know, life is a series of choices. I'm glad you're here. Proud of yourself. Because you can just choose to watch movie, you can just choose to play Nintendo Switch, you can just choose to eat, you can just choose to do laundry whatsoever. But the choices you make makes you, right? You want to do something today so that your future self will thank you for tomorrow. And I think that's pretty much I want to share with you. And I want to leave you guys with a quick message. It's true to say we only have one life to live, but if you do it right, then one is enough. Okay, with that I'm done, and back to the host.
Wow, that's amazing. All right. Thank you so much, Lucas, for your sharing. Because you are someone that I see that submit to the mentorship since day one. That's why you have the team that you have right now, correct? Because for me, one of the lessons that I love from Lucas too, he's super submit to the mentorship. Basically, whatever his upline actually tell him to do, with Crystal or Misa, he follow the advice. Because like I share, right? You're actually fighting so hard throughout the process to earn the mentorship. And then I see some people get into the business, but then they not really follow the mentorship. And of course, you can really be success without a coach or mentor. Yeah, I believe that somebody can do it, but how long does it take? I don't know, right? It might take you 20 years, it might take 10 years or whatever, but with the mentorship, with the help from your upline, your coach or mentor, it will save you times and save you tons of mistakes that you could have made. Right? For me, because I know that I knew in the business, I know that I didn't really have background experiences. So that's why I humble and listen to what my mentor, my coach got to say, because they know it better than me. Okay, but thank you so much, Lucas. And yeah, I would love to, maybe, listen to anyone in here have. Okay, David, you're so fast. You guys so fast though. I haven't finished my sentence yet, okay? But I see, I see Paul and David already share. So April, yeah. All right, you want to share a little bit of your reflection?
Okay, hello everyone. So thank you so much, Dean, for bringing me up. And thank you for all the speakers for tonight, and for and Lucas amazing sharing about mentorship. Is like recently, like I've truly continuously impacted by the important the positivity of mentorship that bring to me. Like my upline, my coach, they pushed me to new heights, and this is because I did make a decision to stick close to them as much as I can, because as they are in Toronto and I'm in Montreal, so it's kind of not very close. But then I made that decision, and I never regret that, because they give me the motivation to do new things, achieve new things, and do the stuff that I've never been able to do before. And yeah, and that's something very amazing, and I very appreciate and Lucas for sharing more light about the magic of the mentorship. Yeah, and that's my personal experience and take on that. Yeah, and thank you, and Lucas, so much.
Awesome, thank you. Thank you.
Okay, bro.
But yeah, I mean, mentorship is a big part of our success for sure. But still like for people, right? What you share that you actually live in long distance with your upline, right? But it doesn't really matter, because that's what I believe, because the distance couldn't be the thing that make the challengers not to be closer, because actually it's from her to her, right? You could just one call away to reach out to your upline and ask for help. Because for me, I take my mentor and coach at times seriously, because for me, if the help is there, why not take it, correct? Why just do with everything by yourself, and being true by yourself, and any problem you come, you try to solve it by yourself. Why you do so if you already have the mentor and coach to check for, correct? You should be smart, because I know if I want to go far, I want to go with the team. Okay, but with that, thank you so much, Lucas, again. But yeah, our last speaker for tonight, we always save the best to the last, correct? And this lady, huge respect for her, because she is my amazing coach. Here's a thing, here's one fun fact, okay? Because why that I really connected to my upline at the beginning, because Ma'am shared with me a lot about Misa, and I admire her since day one, because listen to her story whenever I go in a meeting, association, and she had the same background with me. So I see a lady going platinum single, and now going sapphire single. I just a huge respect for her, because I know it wouldn't be easy. But every time that you see Misa, she always smiles, always be happy, super positive. But yeah, I look up to her as a role model, because I want what she has. So of course I want to do what she teach, right? All right. But with that, we don't take any other time for Misa to share. But before that, I would love, would ask the tech team if you can really help me to, bring up the video. Yeah.
Lisa.
Okay, so help me welcome Lisa.
All right. Hello, guys. Wow. Awesome. Okay. All right. Well, so fired up, guys. First of all, I want to say awesome for a lot of you guys actually sticker for tonight, and for those of you guys who actually stay into the end of this sessions. This is the last topic that we're gonna share before we close tonight. And I know that you guys probably have a lot of things going on today. Anybody at work? I heard background noise. If you can't do, that's fine. Yes. Okay. How about school? I know everybody back.
Yes, ma'am. School.
Okay, but you are here, so which means that you're trying to win. You want to become a winner, right? Because the winner don't know how to make excuses, right? The winner know how to plan ahead, so that there's event, they know how to get in, right? They don't want to miss any events. So that's you here. That's good because you stay until the end. I'm glad for that because I was wearing your shoes before, so I totally understand that it's not very difficult. It's not easy. It's very difficult, matter of fact, to just go to school, go to work, and then at the meeting. I know that some people actually came in late. But that's okay, as long as when you come in, you open your camera, you take note, you learn. That's all that matter. Because I understand for the fact that back then, I want to get all the nuggets of the meeting, but I totally understand for sometimes that my class kind of delay a little bit, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatsoever it is. It take me 5 minutes walk back to the dorm, whatsoever it is. But I never make the excuse that I don't go into the meeting. Okay, if anything that I miss, I always ask my upline, hey, can I be able to get some of your notes or your recording or anything that I can learn from? Maybe your reflection, for example. And that exactly a good student is all about. And if you become a good student in this association, you are gonna make it to go platinum, at least level platinum beyond. Because and then that's the reason why I think that tonight's topic probably is for you guys who are actually students and maybe some young professional in this business as well too, because I think in life there's so many gratification, many distraction, many temptation that we all face every single day. And my topic for tonight is about distraction and delayed gratifications. And this topic for me is very important because I find a lot of time people have a hard time being able to discern the difference between this. And sometimes there's some confusion, and I want to really do my best for tonight to just clarify that for you and help you to understand about it, okay? So first, you have to understand that what decision you would like to make in a way that they would be aligned with your priority and help you go moving forward into this business. So which means that you want to go platinum, diamond, beyond. So for me, I'm talking about myself tonight. I'm going to share to you that the goal that for me, when I actually joined the business, I want to go diamond, not just platinum. Okay, because platinum is like a small little pin for me. The moment I hit it, I know that okay, this is a small pin. I want to achieve bigger and greater, right? And I know for the fact that the decision making, it has to go along with honoring the partnership, because this business, we do everything, with the help of the system of BWW. I cannot be able to succeed in this business without the mentorship or without my line of sponsorship, which is my uplines. And I understand for the fact that in order for me to earn the partnership and continue to earn the mentorship, I need to start with the first step first, was honoring the partnership. And honor partnership means that I have to develop the clarity of the decision making. Okay, so what does that mean? Clarity of your decision making is going to require that you have a clearly ordered priority in your life, that there has to be a system of what is more important than the other. Okay, I understand that when you come to the business, there's so many baggage, like stuff on your plate already, right? Everything for sure is matter, right? Even like, for example, go to groceries matter, because if you don't go to grocery, you don't have food to eat. Or maybe like if you don't cook, then you don't have food to eat either, right? So those things matter, but it's not everything is equally matter. So that's why you have to put on the scale grade to see which one is the most important for you to do, okay? So what is the one thing that is more important than the other thing that is on your list? And that will be something that you want to focus on. And that's going to make you the best out of your journey. So I understand for the fact that whatever the top priority, the number one top priority for you on your list will definitely gonna be different from mine. So there's no right or wrong answer of what is your top priority because everyone is different. And your top priority will reflect how successful you are in this journey, especially when you're in this business, okay? So what is the goal of this talk for tonight? It isn't for you to accomplish or to accept my value, but it's actually for you to look up on your coach, for you to get really clear on what are your values, okay? Because only if you know what is your values and what is your principle, you can now prioritize your activity, your top priority, okay? So first, I want to explain about what is delayed gratification. So what does that mean? Is going to be sacrificing or really giving up your current choices and pleasure for future reward. Giving up now to invest in the later. That is called delayed gratification, okay? I really want to get that clear for you of the word sacrifices, because many of you throw this term around and a lot of them saying that, oh, I sacrifice a lot to build this business. Really? Let me tell you something. I agree that there's going to be some sacrifices sometimes that you need to make in this business, but it's very, very little and it's very, very rare because the word sacrifices means that you giving up something greater for something lesser. That's when it's called sacrifice. But when you are giving up something lesser for something greater, that's not called sacrifice. That's called smart investment. Okay, let me give you an example. No one would say, I sacrifice $200 to invest into a business and I make $1 million for this investment. No one, right? That is called smart investment, right? So that was not a sacrifice, okay? So no one would never say that, wow, what a sacrifice to go to the gym and I have bicep. No, right? Because you understand for the fact that that is the outcome that you want, right? The outcome that you want. So that is not a sacrifice for something that greater, because what are you putting into it? So if I want financial freedom, if I put my top priority is a job, it wouldn't give me the freedom, right? Because job is creating for me an active income that I have to consistently going to work to make income. See that? So let me ask you a question. Would there be any sacrifices sometime along the way when I actually started business? The answer is yeah, there will be. But in this journey, there will be some sacrifices that you will make. And I want to let you know that if you are in partnership with us for some time, for a long time already, you should know for the fact that sometime that you need to learn how to give up something along the way. And you have to make the decision that you are willing to sacrifice now. Maybe it could be your title sometime, or maybe your badge, right? When you have a degree and you graduate and you get the title, whatsoever it is, right? Maybe your badge sometime now. Why? Because you understand what is the result that you want to reap, right? It's like, for example, for me, I want to reap a better future for myself, building a legacy for myself for many generations and have an opportunity to build an asset for myself. But if I'm just stuck and got hung up by a job, right, then I will never get out from that comfort zone to move forward in my life. I don't get out from the comfort zone. I need to enter the fear zone and then access the fear zone to enter the growth zone. See? So somebody needs to stand up in my family. And I understand that I'm willing to do whatever it takes, to go through that journey of sacrifices, of delayed gratification in order for my family to become successful, to give them a better life for the best future, right? So for me, I have already promised to myself that the moment I came to America many, many years ago, that I want to make a commitment to my future family and my parents, that there will be one day I'll make my lineage of my family proud. I don't know about you, but for the last 3 generations of my family alone, there's none of the people actually millionaire. So I want to become a millionaire in America. And I want to be that person who actually changed the lineage of my family. That's the goal, okay? And I know that I can be able to make it, okay? So that's the reason why I have to learn how to sacrifice a few things along the way in order for me to have a greater things in my life. And of course, there must be someone in the house must do that. And would that gonna be you or gonna be somebody else? If it's not you, then who? If it's not now, then when is that gonna be? And that's the reason why I'm willing to step up in my family. And I told myself that I want to fill in the gap between poverty and rich. I want to be that person to fill up the gap. So no longer I want to live in a poverty life. I want to escape that and bring my family to living a wealthy life. Okay. Now talking about distraction. So distraction is not what is good or bad. A distraction is any action or decisions or mindset that takes you away or slow you down from achieving diamondship, right? So your journey, like for my journey of going to zero to diamondship, anything, any mindset, any decision that stop me or slow me down from getting myself to get to diamond as soon as possible will always gonna be a distraction. Okay, some distraction that going to be a blessing that you want, some neutral and some going to be negative. Let me explain to you about that so you can have it clear better. Okay, so it's not that distraction is good or bad. It's just something that is going to deviate you or distract you to your ultimate goal. Okay, so that's why you need to be all in for this in order for you to get the best out from this opportunity to help you build a future for yourself and for your legacy. So let me give you some example, okay? So you need to be clear on something. You cannot become the world gold medalist at swimming, the CEO of an engineer company, the best leaders in your team, and the best son or the best daughter of your company, or the world-class mom and dad at the same time, okay? Because again, that thing is called priority. So that's the reason why you cannot be good at all area at once. There must be some area that you want to take the top priority to be good at first and take care of that first before you can move to other things. And that's the reason why that I want to let you guys understand that what is it is called single-minded. And this term could be identified as somebody is crazy, somebody is fanatical, and I'm actually one of the person that very crazy when I actually pursue this opportunity, because none of my family member actually pursue this. And they thought that I'm insanely crazy chasing after this opportunity. So I understand for the fact that I cannot become good at all things. I can only choose one thing at a time. I understand that. So the moment I understand that, I need to make the decision myself, whether the time that I'm put into the business or the time that I'm put into other things, which one is the most important. And of course, the things that is important for different period of time is different. Okay, nothing is equally matter because different period of time, different time zone is different for each of the person. And that's the reason why you need to have the awareness to know which one is important at which time. And when you don't know, you have your coach to play hurdle with you, right? In my opinion, it's very important that you should take full control of your decision instead of listening to others or let others have control to make the decision for yourself. And why is that? Why is that you have to make a decision for yourself? Because what if it doesn't work out when you listen to some people? Or maybe because that they give you advice and you didn't take ownership and now you didn't succeed. And because you didn't succeed, now you feel that you become cheated or you become resentful. And that's the reason why one of the things very important is that you guys in here need to learn how to think. You need to learn how to make the decision for yourself very educatedly. Okay? Not just that. Sometimes it might go against your values and it doesn't match with your principle that you want to pursue in your life. That's the reason why you want to make sure that you have, whenever you make a decision, you have to go back to your core value and your principle that you set for your life, your standard to see, am I doing the right thing? Okay? Because the standard of acceptance are not the same of the standard of excellence. And if you want to pursue excellence, then leave acceptance. A lot of people want to live a life of excellence, have the best quality of life, but they always looking forward for the minority, accepted validation. You get what I mean? So that's the reason why you need to learn how to increase your responsibility, because when you increase the size of your team from 1 to 20 to 50 to 100, because all you guys in here, eventually you will have 100 people on your team. So the question is that the more of your responsibility, the lesser of your right to do the things you want, because the size of your business depends on your setting a good example. Okay? Your setting good example determine the size of your business. And that's the reason why that the more you grow up, become an adult, and when you actually move from one level to the next, just like in corporate job, if you actually a regular employee, they don't care about you. But if you are a manager, if you are an executive manager, people will look at you to watch what you're doing, to watch what you're setting example. And exactly in this business as well too. I know there's so many eyes on me. I know that. That's the reason why I have the responsibility to grow myself and not get myself that distracted. Because if I get distracted as a leader, I actually distracted my team member as well. See? So of course, if there's going to be a pressure when you are actually become leader, or you want to become a leader, there will be pressure. Or when you grow, there will be pressure. But let me tell you, tell me, is there anything worthwhile doing in this world that doesn't have stress or pressure? No. Anything worthwhile that you're doing in life require that you need to have ability to learn how to handle pressure one step at a time. Right? And this business is not that when you jump in and you have a bunch of stress right away. No. Everything in here in this business is you move from 0 to 1 to 2 and all the way up to higher and higher. Right? I believe that back then, if my mentor actually gave me a bunch of stress in the beginning or overwhelmed me in the beginning, I wouldn't stay here. But I'm so blessed that in this business that I get a chance to learn how to upgrade my level of how to handle the stress capacity. You know what I mean? So then I can understand how can I go from one journey, one step at a time, one milestone at a time. And whatever that you're currently going through right now is going to be the journey and the story that you will tell and empower more young generation than you in the future. Because if I didn't go through little things like time management, stress management, and I overcame that, I can never be able to stand here and tell you how you can be able to handle it. Okay? So if you want to build a bright financial future for yourself and also the freedom for your family, there must be some degree of commitments. And I hope that those things will never be a surprise for you. Because commitment, there must be some commitment in this business, for sure, or in your life that you want your life to be. There must be some commitment. And I hope that when that's going to happen, the struggle going to happen, it won't surprise for you because you have planned for it. Okay, so let me share to you this one thing. Let me share screen. Few slides, very, very few slides. And then I'm done. Okay, cool. Okay. You see my slide? That's perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
we can.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay. So if you see my slide, let me know. Okay, so I'm showing you guys this chart, right? You see the arrow? Okay. So what does this really mean? If you take a look at this, there's always gonna be two things of the opposite, right? One is growth zone and one is not growth. There's gonna be two types of people in here. One type is actually want to grow very, very badly to go diamond as fast as possible, as soon as they want to be. And the other side was like, they don't want to grow. They just want to have a YOLO life. And anybody who just want to do whatever they want, they will never get an opportunity to go platinum, to go diamond, to go more further down beyond. So, but then if anybody who wants to go diamond, definitely they have to pay some price. And what are some of the price that they have to pay? First, probably they sleep a few hours, right? As long as you can prevent death, then you can sleep a few hours, and that's gonna be good, right? Because all you wanna do from now to the moment you go diamond, you just want to survive. That's what I feel. So sleep just a few hours a day, right? It's okay. I mean, like you're young, you have energy. 6 hours a day, that's good enough. Second, you will do your job to the minimum amount of hours to help you earn just enough income to survive and build your business and fund your business. Third, you're gonna eat once in a while, and while you're eating, you're driving, you talk to somebody. That's called multitask, and that is something that you're gonna do in this business too. And the other thing is that you're gonna start doing business activity, because this business is not only learning, it's about doing as well too. And if you don't do, you will never get an opportunity to receive the result, right? So what this really means is that I don't ask you to do all of this, okay, in order for you to succeed, right? It's all up to you on however you want it to be. If you want to just to partner, if you want to just honor the partnership, but if you don't want to do the work, that's okay. I mean, if you want to go platinum in 10, 20 years, it's your choice, of course. But then for me, it's different. I want to find out, to know which distraction will keep me away going diamond. And I think that one of the distraction, I think, is about spending money. A lot of people go to college, they addicted to coffee, to Starbucks, to boba, right? So I make a really quick math in here. Here you go, right? If you can be able to, stop distracting yourself with this amount of money that you spend on Starbucks, boba, whatsoever it is, you can have enough money for you to afford paying your diddle every single month, right? Well, isn't that a good investment, right? Another thing, a lot of questions come to me and ask like, hey, should I do this? Should I do that to your coach? So for example, a lot of people come to me, hey, should I go out and eat with my friends? Should I spend money? Okay, well, here's the thing. There's a few questions you want to ask yourself when you actually come to your coach and ask, okay, about that. First, does his action or choice to get me closer to diamond? Okay, let's say go about eating out. Okay, so eating out doesn't get you to go diamond, then don't go out to eat, right? But then how about, my grandma is 85 years old right now, and probably this is the last time that I'm going to meet her before she actually, pass away, because she looks sick right now. Then can I go? Well, then question is, does action or choices helping you getting close to diamond? Of course, going to the birthday party don't get you go to diamond. But the question is that if you are not going, does that go against your core values? If it's yes, then you go to the birthday party for your grandma, right? Why did I say so? Because again, it's actually about your core value and your principle, and you don't ever want to go against it. But going out to eat with friends, that doesn't go against your core values. Am I right? See? So that's the reason why, like I said, you should know that asking yourself a few questions is that whatever you make a decision to do, is it going to violate your core value, your principle? Is it gonna, stop you to get closer to diamond ship? Or is that gonna, how can I say, stop you from the ability to honor partnership? Because if any decision that affect the ability to honor partnership, you don't want to say yes to it, right? You want to say no to that action. But what if there's going to be some emergency? What if there's going to be some thing happen with your family that you can be able, if you not can be able to avoid it, right? Then now you have to talk to your coach on how you should be able to avoid it, so that you don't create an impact for the ability to honor the partnership. Because in here, everybody wants to get your coach time, right? In order for you to get your coach time, you need to make sure that you're always going to stay on the honor and partnership with your coach. So that's going to be a conversation between you and your coach if there's anything going to happen. But let me teach you something. Let's take an example, like earlier, like I said, like, for example, you go to a grandma party, 85 years old, and that could be the last time that you're going to meet her, okay, because she's really sick. So should you go to her party? So does going to her party get you closer to diamond? Of course not. But does it violate any of your principle or your core value? Yes, it does. then that's why you do it. But how could you be able to make the decision to go to her party, but without affect the ability to honor the partnership with your coach? Because maybe the day of your grandma party is on the day of the conference, for example. Then how are you gonna do? Now you're gonna work smart. There's always gonna be a solution for any problems that happen in your life. So for example, if you know that your grandma gonna have a birthday party ahead of time, right? Then now you can have few choices. Either you go to the party early and you leave early, you know, because let's say the meetings actually start at 6 and the party actually start at 2. You can go from 2 to 5 and you leave early. Or if the party actually the whole day, then now what you're gonna do is that maybe you take your grandma out the day before, right? Or the day after, and that's still fine. Or you plan with your family member that, hey, this is going to be a day that I actually go to a function or a conference. I cannot be able to make it. So can you please be able to arrange a different day? See? So you're gonna work hard. I mean, you're gonna work smart for this. Because for me, I never missed any of my mom or dad birthday party. I just didn't make on a day up, but I always gonna make it up either the day before their birthday or the day after their birthday. Okay, so that's the reason why there's always going to be a solution to help you to solve all the distraction. You get that? Okay, but you're going to be smart about it. Okay, another thing is that what you don't want to do in this business is to justify. What does it mean by justify? A lot of people using delay gratification and distraction to be their justification. And that is very bad, right? So you don't want to do that, okay? But now let me show you how to get efficient in our time. A lot of time, the biggest challenge isn't that we need to delay our qualification, our distraction, is that we need to become more efficient with the resources that we have. I find that most problems are not the problem of resources, but are the problem of resourcefulness. You need to become more resourceful and grow your capacity. Every distraction that we choose to let into our life, again, you want to make sure that you choose carefully because we only have limited resources, and every decision that you make, neutral or negative, will prevent you from achieving your long-term values or goal and make you stay away from going diamond and impact millions of people in life. And that's the reason why you need to be careful when you make any decision, because all the decisions that you make, there's going to be consequences or attached with that. So let me tell you something. Okay, what's on the distraction? If you take a look at this list, there's a bunch of distraction. I don't have enough time to go each of the distraction to tell you how you'll be able to handle it. But let me tell you something. If you can be able to categorize those distractions into this list, two lists that you want to find out, okay, for tonight. For those of you guys have a long-term distraction on your list, okay, write down what kind of distraction that you could be eliminated, and what's some distraction that unable to eliminate. So let me ask you something. If you have something on your list that is unable to eliminate, those distractions are unable to eliminate. But the question is that if you can pick some, distraction on that list, but it doesn't go against your moral, your core value, and your principle, then that is something that you can eliminate. Remember that? Did you hear me with that? Okay. If anything that you think that is unable to do, but then that doesn't go against your core value or principle, then that category is not going under the eliminated distraction, but it has to go under the distraction that could be eliminated, because you can find a solution for that distraction. Okay. And if you learn how to delay gratification, delay the distraction, what are some of the reward that you can get in this business opportunity? Let me tell you, for the past few years that I actually run a business, everything up until this point is all worth it. The result that I get is so worth it. And let me show you something. The first year that I go platinum, this is the amount of income that I make. Not many people at this end and age, at my age, 20-something years old, mid-20, that can be able to achieve this income. You can zoom in so you can be able to see the amount. Okay, this is not a job that I do. This is the check ongoing income that I will get from now into the rest of my life, because I build it once and I build it right. Of course, this income might not compare anything to a professional six-figure income, but I rather to make this income and doesn't work a job and wake up whenever I want, rather than working and making $100,000 a year and work at least 60 hours a week. Okay, and there's no security for that. And of course, I know that this income is not gonna stop in here. It's gonna move forward. It's gonna be double and triple the moment I go emerald, diamond, and beyond. Right? Because this business is all about compound and effect. It's like a domino effect. You might see it's a little bit of money when you actually start your business, because everything you do in the beginning is all about deposit. But when you do the deposit, you're gonna work hard to lay down. After a few years, you can get that deposit out and continue to earn that for the rest of your life. This is called the return of the investment. For those of you guys who are actually Canadian in the process, you don't know what is the return on investment. That's the reason why within the 5th step and the 6th step, you can get a chance to learn that from the person who actually walked you through the process. But the other thing that's cool about Amway is that the moment you go Q12, Ruby and beyond, every single year you receive a trip freely to go to Achiever. It's like a business, class that you go, okay? Everything I pay by Amway is a 4-day event, okay? 3 to 4 day event. And then this is gonna be the first time that I go to this event in Orlando this year. And the one cool thing about this guy, let me tell you something. Me, my family, my mom and dad we have been coming to the US for about 10 years. And there'd never be a chance that we can all go together for any trip. Why? They had work, they didn't have money. And back then I was young, I didn't have money, I didn't have a tree for them to go. But because, thank you for this Amway business and BWW, now I could be able to afford the round trip for 4 days for my mom, my dad, and me, myself to go together this October. And not many people can do that in age mid-20s. So a lot of people, they don't have money to afford that. The round trip like that, you pay for a ticket, you pay for a room, hotel, whatsoever that is. A lot expensive, at least $2,000 to $3,000. And not many people were willing to pay that for 40 events for their mom and dad. But I can be able to do it. And that's why I thank you for the mentorship that have actually helping me, go through all the journey, go through all the challenges so that I can be able to reap this event. Okay. So if you guys in here, I give you hope that I understand that you might speak better English than me. You're smarter than me. You go better university than me, whatsoever that is. But then, hey guys, this is an equal opportunity to create an unequal life. And you all can have an equal opportunity to make it to where the level that I'm currently right now. Because I'm a normal human being, right? I'm not robot. I'm not machine. Anything that I'm doing, my mentor actually always support me along the way. They never treat me as a TV machine. They never treat me as a selling machine or a sponsoring machine. Everything that I'm doing in this business, I actually have my mentor, my coach to watch me every step along the way. So I hope that you guys in the process would use this opportunity as a platform, as a tool for you to move forward into the journey that you want to achieve in your future, to get an opportunity to help your family and have the opportunity to one day work from a corporate job. Okay. This morning I wake up, 10 a.m. in the morning, and I get out from the kitchen and the food already on the table. And I text my team. I said, hey team, I feel so blessed that I have no job. I feel so blessed that I have no school. And I'm here eating my mom's food that she cooked. How do you feel? A lot of people at my age have to rush out there for work since 6 a.m. in the morning already. But it's have been 2 years that I didn't have a job. I run this business full time. Matter of fact, I run this business full time doesn't mean full time. Because every single day I have a real appointment. The rest of the time, I spend a lot of time with my family, right? With the people who I love. But my next goal is not just retiring myself. I already retired myself, right? Right now, the next goal for me is retire my mom, because I want to have a 24/7 mom staying home and cook for me. I want to have a personal chef by choice, which is my mom. You know what I mean? So I can basically have all the food that she made and I can eat it. I will be the first one who eat it. And back then, when actually Phil retired when he was 22 years old, he took a lot of pictures when his mom cooking and he sent to us. And I feel very jealous when I was actually in your shoes. You guys should see that picture. But now the dreams come true, that now I can be able to make you guys feel jealous. because I actually eat all the food that my mom's cook, and I get a chance to stay home to do whatever I love. So I hope that you guys get that, and then work hard in this business, and hopefully that you guys can get a chance to qualify for the mentorship. Okay. So with that, I'm done, and get back to the amazing host.
Misa.
Misa, you know, I now really get bored whenever I see Misa, you know, on stage and talk, because like powerful and knowledgeable. Okay, but I hope that you guys are actually taking a lot of notes today. But yeah, thank you, Misa, so much for your sharing. But yeah, I mean, this is already, you know, the end of the meeting, but you know, why not we just taking one more person, reflect a little bit about what you learned. Yeah. Okay, David again. Any other people wanna share? Okay, if not, David, you can go.
So what Lisa shared is very systematic. I think it really gives us a objective point of view to solving a lot of our problems, because sometimes we have things on our plate that we don't know if it's important or not. With Misa, you know, giving us these diagrams, giving us these charts and kind of criterias, gives us an objective view to see if it's worth it or not. So that was a lot of value, and I will continue to, you know, apply it to myself and apply it to my future team as well.
That's good, right? Because, yeah, thank you, David. But you know, what Misha share, you know, she should make it more clear for her to see the owner diagram, right? If you're really sitting down and you know, write down what you do, you actually it reflects a lot about your growth. Basically, sometimes we're just spending time for things that not really matter or not helping us to grow, but it is important for you to do all of that. But yeah, with that, I think we are done for tonight. But before we end the meeting, I really want to say appreciate to, you know, the leadership to give me the chance to be the host today, and all the speaker tonight. You know, they are amazing. They're off the stage. And special thank you to the tech team too. Thank you, Tina, Taylor, Katie, and Lewis, because I know that you're actually working super, super hard behind the door to giving, you know, running the meeting very smooth. But yeah, without all of you guys' help, then there's no meeting today. But thank you everyone for being a very, very great, you know, audience tonight. But with that, for whoever are candidate in the process, making sure that you go check back with your tester, whoever invited you here, you know, reflect with them whatever you learned tonight. And yeah, and you know, I hope that you guys will get lunch very, very soon. But thank you everyone. Have a great night.
They say, oh my God, I see the way you shine. Take your hand, my dear, and place them both in mine. You know you stopped me dead while I was passing by. And now I beg to see you dance just one more time. Ooh,
Calibrate, you do the mambo like a crazy rhythm.